Every single day, more than 70 million people walk into a McDonald's somewhere in the world. They order a burger, fries, maybe a drink, and leave thinking they just bought fast food. Most people believe that's exactly how McDonald's became one of the richest companies on earth, by selling billions of burgers, billions of fries, and billions of soft drinks. But what if I told you that burgers were never the real business? What if the biggest secret behind McDonald's success has almost nothing to do with food? Because hidden behind every Golden Arches sign is a business strategy so powerful that it transformed a small California restaurant into one of the most valuable companies in history. And once you understand that strategy, you'll never look at a McDonald's restaurant the same way again. To understand how it all began, we have to travel back to California in the 1940s. Long before the brand became famous around the world, two brothers were simply trying to build a better restaurant. Their names were Richard and Maurice McDonald. Like thousands of restaurant owners at the time, they served barbecue, sandwiches, milkshakes, and dozens of different menu items. Business was steady. Customers came and went. But nothing about the restaurant was extraordinary. Then the brothers noticed something that completely changed the way they thought about business. Most customers weren't interested in the huge menu. They kept ordering the same four things: hamburgers, French fries, soft drinks, and milkshakes. Instead of adding even more choices, the brothers did something that sounded completely crazy. They removed almost everything. They threw away the complicated menu and focused on doing just a few things exceptionally well. Then they redesigned the entire kitchen. Every employee had one specific job. One grilled the burgers, another toasted the buns, another prepared the fries, another wrapped the orders. Instead of chaos, the kitchen became an assembly line. The result was incredible. Orders that once took several minutes could now be prepared in seconds. Food became faster, cheaper, and most importantly, consistent. Every customer received almost the exact same experience. People loved it. Word spread quickly. Soon, long lines formed outside the restaurant every single day. The small restaurant in San Bernardino became one of the busiest restaurants in California. At first glance, it looked like the perfect business. But there was one problem. Richard and Maurice McDonald weren't interested in building a worldwide empire. They had already achieved what they wanted: a successful restaurant, a comfortable life. They weren't dreaming about opening hundreds of locations. They weren't thinking about thousands. They simply wanted to keep running the restaurant they had already built. And that's exactly when someone else entered the story: a traveling salesman named Ray Kroc. In 1954, Ray Kroc wasn't a millionaire. He wasn't a famous entrepreneur. He was a struggling salesman who spent his days selling milkshake machines to restaurants across America. One afternoon, something unusual happened. A small restaurant in California placed an order for not one, not two, but 8 milkshake machines. Ray couldn't understand it. Why would a single restaurant need 8 machines? Curiosity got the better of him. Instead of simply shipping the order, he decided to drive to California and see the restaurant with his own eyes. The moment he arrived, he realized this wasn't an ordinary burger stand. Customers were lined up outside. Employees moved with incredible speed. Orders were prepared almost instantly. There were no unnecessary delays. No confusion, no wasted movement. Everything inside that restaurant had been designed with one goal in mind: efficiency. Ray stood there watching the operation for hours, and then something clicked. He wasn't looking at a successful restaurant. He was looking at a system that could be copied. Again, and again, and again. While the McDonald brothers saw one perfect restaurant, Ray Kroc saw 10,000. He wasn't thinking about burgers, he was thinking about scale. Because a great restaurant can make money, but a great system can build an empire. That single realization changed Ray Kroc's life forever. And within a few years, it would change the fast food industry forever as well. But even Ray Kroc hadn't yet discovered the secret that would make McDonald's truly unstoppable. Because the biggest opportunity wasn't inside the kitchen. It wasn't on the menu. And it wasn't hiding inside the burgers. It was hiding beneath the building itself. Ray Kroc eventually convinced the McDonald brothers to let him franchise their restaurant across America. At first, everything looked like a massive success. New restaurants opened one after another. Customers loved the food, the McDonald's name spread rapidly, and from the outside it looked like the business was printing money, but behind the scenes, there was a serious problem. The franchise model wasn't generating enough profit. Each new restaurant required enormous effort. Franchise owners didn't always follow company standards. Some delayed their payments, others struggled to stay profitable. Ironically, the faster McDonald's expanded, the more financial pressure Ray Kroc faced. The company was growing, but the business wasn't becoming as profitable as he had imagined. For many entrepreneurs, that would have been the end of the story. But then, one conversation changed everything. Ray met a financial advisor named Harry Sonneborn. Instead of focusing on burgers, Harry focused on something else entirely. He looked beyond the restaurant, beyond the kitchen, beyond the menu. Then he said something that completely changed Ray Kroc's perspective. Ray, you're not in the hamburger business. You're in the real estate business. At first, the idea sounded ridiculous. How could a fast food company be a real estate business? Then Harry explained it. Instead of simply selling restaurant franchises, McDonald's should buy the land beneath each restaurant or secure long-term control through favorable leases. Then, the company would lease that land back to the franchise owner. Suddenly, everything changed. McDonald's wasn't earning money from just one source anymore. It earned franchise fees, it earned rent. And in many cases, it benefited as the land itself became more valuable over time. Think about what that means. A franchise owner invested their own money to build the restaurant. They hired the employees, managed the business, paid the daily operating costs, handled customer service, solved local problems. But every month, they also paid rent to McDonald's. That created a completely different business model. Burger sales could go up, burger sales could slow down, but the rent continued arriving. Month after month, year after year, as cities expanded, many of those commercial properties became significantly more valuable. The restaurant generated income, the land generated wealth, and that's an important distinction. Income helps you survive today. Assets help you build tomorrow. This is where most people misunderstand McDonald's. People see the burgers, the fries, the Happy Meals, the drive-thru. But those things are only the visible part of the business. Behind every successful restaurant is a carefully selected location. Busy intersections, growing suburbs, major highways, shopping districts, places where millions of people pass every year. Location wasn't an accident, it was the strategy. Ray Kroc understood something many business owners still overlook today. Products can be copied, menus can be copied, recipes can be copied. But controlling premium locations is much harder. Every new McDonald's restaurant strengthened two businesses at the same time, a restaurant business and a real estate business. One generated cash flow, the other built long-term value. Over the decades, that strategy quietly transformed McDonald's into one of the world's largest commercial property owners connected to a restaurant brand. The burgers attracted customers, but the land strengthened the company. And perhaps that's the biggest lesson hidden behind the golden arches. Most people spend their lives focusing on income, how much they earn each week, how much they save each month, how much they can spend. But many of the world's most successful businesses think differently. They ask a different question. What asset are we building? Because products generate revenue, assets generate wealth. McDonald's didn't become a global empire simply because millions of people loved hamburgers. It became an empire because it combined a great product with ownership of valuable assets. That's a lesson that applies far beyond fast food. Whether you're building a business, investing, or planning your financial future, never ask only, what can I sell? Also ask, what can I own? Because ownership creates leverage, leverage creates long-term value, and long-term value is what separates successful businesses from truly extraordinary ones. So the next time you drive past a McDonald's, don't just see another fast food restaurant. See decades of strategic thinking. See a carefully chosen piece of commercial real estate. See a business that understood something most companies never did. Sometimes, the most valuable product isn't the one customers are buying, it's the asset quietly working in the background. If this story changed the way you think about business, you're going to love what comes next. Here on Moneyverse Studio, we uncover the hidden strategies behind the world's biggest companies, the psychology that drives financial success, and the economic stories that shape our everyday lives. If you enjoy documentaries that make you see business differently, subscribe, because the next story might completely change the way you think about money. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.